Anglophone part of Cameroon and the security forces of the country were at loggerheads. A situation where one side is fighting for political and economic freedom, and the other side is fighting to maintain the status quo. Ladies and gentlemen, the situation was pretty much under control by the Cameroonian government until Captain Traoré demonstrated what all these countries have been missing in terms of leadership. Since 3 years ago, the president of Cameroon has tightened his security. And by tightening his security, I mean he has gone all out to clamp down on all possible groups of people that can threaten his rulership, particularly from the northwest and the southwest regions of the country, ladies and gentlemen. These are the places where English is spoken in the country. So, Paul Biya is cracking down on 4 major groups of people in Cameroon. He's cracking down on all opposition rallies and their party activities. He's cracking down on internal fractures within his own traditional support base. He's cracking down on any form of public criticism from the churches to civil society groups. And finally, he's also cracking down on the Anglophone regions where the main separatist groups reside. I'm talking about Ambazonia, where they are rising. It has therefore been an extremely difficult time for the people in these groups. The reason this is happening now is because Paul Biya has officially declared his candidacy as president and is standing for his 8th term in office at age 92. He is the second oldest or longest serving president in the world, behind the first longest serving president from another African country in Equatorial Guinea. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, the top 4 countries with the longest serving presidents in the world are all from Africa. And the funny thing is, all these 4 countries have abundance of natural resources, but underdeveloped and poor. Currently, there is a lot of stop and search activities being conducted by the security forces in Cameroon. The media houses are completely censored, and in the last 24 hours, there have been partial internet disruptions in the northwest and the southwest Anglophone regions, ladies and gentlemen. Users in cities like Bamenda and Buea have experienced slow or unstable access to major platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, and Twitter or X. In April of this year, for instance, the internet connection in the 2 Anglophone regions were cut off for 93 days, ladies and gentlemen, all because the national elections are scheduled for October 5th, 2025. And the government is doing all they can to keep the 92-year-old man in office. If Paul Biya is re-elected, ladies and gentlemen, he would serve until 2032, reaching the age of 99 during that term. Shockingly, Cameroon is the one country in the world with the longest serving term for a president. Each term in Cameroon is 7 years with an indefinite renewal, no term limits. This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Biya, with the support of France and Macron, will ensure he wins again by hook or crook. As a result, there is so much manhunt happening, especially targeted at people perceived as separatist sympathizers or activists. Many youth have disappeared from the country. Many more are displaced. In fact, a Norwegian refugee council which operates in the country has labeled Cameroon as the world's most neglected displacement crisis, with over 3.4 million people needing help, ladies and gentlemen. But because the media and the internet is controlled, we don't get to hear all of these things. So the country completely is divided in 2. Cameroon is divided in 2. Those in the English-speaking part live in totally terrible lives compared to those in the French-speaking part. There is no job opportunities for you if you are from English-speaking regions in Cameroon. So far, the main opposition party, the